Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib, ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. I'm tired of complaining, I gotta change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day they pay, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Ready, 280. 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Yeah, let's just...
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
21. Hey, Delta. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey, South. Get up.
This is Grant.
Go, run.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Hey, 59, ready. Line 25. Line 54. You must be dreaming. Hatchet.
On first down, it's Grant. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. These two teams, the Falcons and the Vikings, have met 30 times since the Falcons' inaugural year in the league back in 1966. And the Vikings winning 19 of those games, but maybe the most memorable game between the two was a Falcons victory. That was in the NFC Championship game back in January of '99. Gary Anderson missed a field goal to potentially win it at the end of regulation, and then the Falcons would get the victory in OT 30-27, and they were off to the Super Bowl.
Hey, exit. Guard.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brings up 3rd down. Ready, 280. Right there in the middle, 55. Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. Woo! Wait. Hey, orbit. Oh, you got deep? Hey, check right. Ready, son.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
First down. Mike. Ready. Hey, wait. You ready? Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Jim. Got it. Jim.
Now Ryan on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They will run with Grant. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Here's Grant. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around. The line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run it. Freeman. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Devontae Freeman is shifting. This doesn't pay off here in short yardage. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 99. Check 99. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 65 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches?
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Ryan. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. To throw again on second down. Ryan, first catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards a year ago, and a first down. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Play action, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Emerson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
I'm scared. Mine's 54.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 54 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Run.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Vikings 14, Falcons 7.
Hunt, 180. Check 56. Army.
On second down, this is Madison. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
65,
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the earth.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
To throw, Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Bailey got the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
1st down, Atlanta.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
25, 51, go!
2nd and 5 now. Ryan gets it off to Freeman. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
20. Got it.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. He completes it to Nelson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was.
And that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, DeMonte Casey. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Give me that ball, defense.
After the interception, here's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ryan now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Now Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, 59, ready? It's a party now. Hey, Zoo. Mike 54. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
To throw again. Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete. It's third down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
I got you.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Check 55 to Mike.
No gain on this defense. No way, got it.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Space.
Hey, watch the slant.
21.
Watch the slant. Check three. Rush
39.
Rush 6.
Hey, seam 6. Ready to go.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Looking in zone for Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Madison running on 1st down, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Check 45 to Mike.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Hey, 280. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, South.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check, tight right. Solo out there, check the outs out there.
On 2nd down, it's Grant. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go. Ready to go.
From the gun, Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Mike. Ready, blue 80.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
54. Defense wins championships, baby.
They go back to Grant. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Operating for the gun. Ryan. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
25.
Hey, watch the slant. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. That's on the first guard selected in the draft back in April, Chris Lindstrom from BC. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Alert 3.
Again, it'll be Freeman. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
50. Hey, here I come.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You better bring it.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Madison, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Double tight. 4 down. Check.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
4th down, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
That's another Vikings.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. He's got daylight. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Extra point forthcoming. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Vikings 31.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but it's still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
I got you.
They'll run with Madison. And he coughed it up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Running from the shotgun with Madison. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. They come out here in the eye. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
They run, Cook, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead now up to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
2 yards on the pickup.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan, this complete to Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just 1 4th-quarter comeback for the QB. Now Ryan, airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it'll be 2nd down. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided 1 shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 48.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Completes it to the fullback Ham. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down near the 5. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, Ryan. That's caught over the middle, Hooper. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Again, Ryan. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Check. Hey, wahoo! Go!
Focus, defense, focus.
To throw again, Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready, Blue 80.
Check, 55, Mike.
Space. Check. Space. Let him go.
Ryan will throw again. He's going to let it fly. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, tight.
Hey, South.
4th down. Here's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory.
Mike's 56. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Cousins here to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Cousins. This is caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. Cousins now. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Vikings, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will hit the...
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?